This is Black Shy Guy, and as always, welcome to a brand new video. Make sure you hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video, and if you're not a resident of Chi-Town yet, make sure you subscribe. And as always, sincerely thank you for sitting at my table. We are here to discuss a situation that has gone viral, and when I say it has gone viral, it has gone drastically viral, and it's about Roger Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, who basically, to me, belongs in prison for what transpired with him when he nearly, and I hope it's not confirmed that this person is going to pass away in the hospital. Let's hope that does not happen, because what Rampage Jackson's son Raja did to this individual, especially after handshakes were exchanged to basically squash what transpired between them. And what transpired between them, you ask? This is how the whole scenario started.
Psycho Stu. What, you don't know me? Hell no. Yeah.
Shout out to Album Preach. So that's how it all started. It started out as a prank. Obviously, Roger wasn't down with that. The man hit him with the beer can against his face. I gotta admit it, that was so uncalled for. You gotta at least have a discussion before doing that, even if you're trying to sell the fight. But the man was trying to sell the fight between him and Roger, whatever the case may be. I don't know the full details between that, but obviously, that's what seems to be going on. Roger did not appreciate that, not one bit. But let's continue. Obviously, the man is trying to sell the fight. He's trying to sell the fight between him and Roger, but I don't think there was a fight between them. I don't think so, because I don't think Roger even knew what the hell was going on, because if you heard the guy on the side, he said he's not even one of them, basically. He's saying he's not even one of them, and the man did that to him. So absolutely uncalled for. I can understand the anger Roger had right there, but the problem is when you succeed in basically squashing the beef between you two. Let's take a look. See? He's basically saying he's cool, he's calm, he wants to squash it basically, because that's what he's saying. He's cool, he's not angry no more. So I understand why Roger is upset at that, because that will piss me the fuck off too. If somebody I don't know just came up to me and smashed a freaking can on top of my head, honestly, it would have been settled right there if it was me. Me and him would have gone at it right there, period. There's no waiting. But Roger decided to wait, and in turn decided to squash it at the same time. Let's continue. See, he basically said you could beat him up on the mat. I believe that's what he said. So basically they gave him the okay, but I don't think they meant really physically destroy the man. He meant in terms of wrestling. So I think Roger got it all wrong, but so far you get the gist, right? Let's continue.
Let's do that. Hell yeah. I have him run in on your shit in your match. Fucking seal that. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. I appreciate it. I didn't know. I just thought you were
Apologies, handshakes. See, the man thought he was part of the yak. He seen the cameras. That was obviously is Roger's camera crew or whatever. So he thought he was part of the yak. So that's why he said, I'm going to try to sell the fight or whatever it is and smash the can on this guy's head. So he just thought he was part of the yak. Honest mistake. Still would have pissed me off. But the fact that handshakes was exchanged and everything, the man thought that the beef was squashed. Let's continue. See? The man said, even if you're working with an individual, you just don't all of a sudden smash a can in somebody's face. So even the people who are part of the act did not agree with that act that the guy pulled on Roger. Even though he thought Roger was part of the whole act, they still deemed it not a good freaking approach to try to sell the fight. Let's continue. A receipt is basically payback in wrestling terms, basically payback to somebody in the ring. But obviously, Roger not understanding the terminologies. I don't believe he understands the terminologies, but you can sense where this is going. Roger thought when they said receipt, and earlier when the guy said, hey, you can give him a little payback when you get in the ring, Roger thought meant really get at him, like on some real shit, not no play around, on some real shit, really get at him. So Roger just went along with, he thought, what they all agreed with, which was an act of revenge for what he did. So let's continue. This is why I say it was premeditated, right? Because he's having a discussion with his chat, I believe. He's having a freaking discussion with his own chat. And his own chat is basically taunting him and pushing him along to try to get revenge. And Roger, being a freaking childish dude that he is, goes along with what Chad is basically saying, and he doesn't realize that they're just egging him on, because you know how Chad is. They want to see beef. They want to see turmoil. They want to see destruction. He doesn't get that. He does not get that. So he goes along with what Chad wants, which to me puts him in a very, very, very difficult predicament now, because I really do think he belongs in jail. What I'm saying, all of this is recorded. This is going to be used. If this ever goes to trial, it's going to be used against him. That's what these dumbass streamers don't understand. What you record is going to be forever out there in the internet. Forever out there in the internet. So, God forbid this guy loses his life. This guy is going to jail for a very long time. He's getting really amped up, really angered up, because obviously he's going to go in there and cause some damage to this guy. A guy that thought that you squashed the beef. So obviously this guy is not going to be on any defensive. This guy is going to be welcome to anything you do to him, because he thinks you're going along with the program. Let's continue. And this is what transpired. Right there, when he slams him, the guy basically, I would say, go partially out cold. He's basically partially out cold, partially unconscious, right? After this transpired, Raja goes ape shit on him and basically pummels the guy nearly to death. I think he basically hit the guy over 20 times. And the guy's unconscious, obviously, after the first couple of pummels. Because after the slam and then you get pummeled a couple of times in your face, you're obviously going to go unconscious. But while he's unconscious, Raja is pummeling him to oblivion. After that transpired, he walked off. Obviously, some people were following to talk to him, etc. Some people didn't agree with it. I think everybody wouldn't agree with what just happened. But what I'm saying is, what transpired there was unbelievably horrible. And I think the man should be in jail. I really do believe the man should be in jail. And I know Rampage came out with a comment, right? He came out with a comment. Let's review this comment that Rampage just posted. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Roger. What misinformation is there? He already started out wrong, because the information I got alone was that your son tried to kill somebody, and that's not misinformed information. But let's continue. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith is awake and stable. Oh, that makes it all better, huh, Rampage? Roger was unexpectedly hit in the side of his head by him moments before Smith's match. Roger was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Roger is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to kick for the situation. Wait a minute, I don't understand. I apologize on his behalf and to kick for the situation. Listen, despite the fact that he smashed the beer on the young man's face, he did not deserve such an attack that may cost him his life. And not only his life, let's say the guy does live, we know damn well he may have complications now. He may have complications for the rest of his life. I would sue the shit out of his son or his father. I would sue both of them. And then, to me, Rampage Jackson tried to make an excuse for his son, saying his son suffered a concussion prior to what just happened, prior to what we just witnessed, which is what he's basically alluding to, the fact that the concussion had a reason as to why Roger acted the way he acted. Track me. I'm really disgusted. I'm really disgusted by what I just saw. Roger belongs in jail, even if this man has some type of recovery, which is going to take a while for this guy to recover. There's no way this guy is going to be in the ring anytime soon at all. I will sue the living bloody shit out of Roger and his father. And Rampage Jackson, I don't give a damn about what you just wrote on X, because to me that was a lot of excuses for your son, despite the fact that in the end you did allude to the fact that you didn't condone what your son did. But in the beginning and in the middle part of that paragraph, it was basically a bunch of excuses for your son's actions. I don't know. That's my take on it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down below. As always, make sure you hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video. And if you're not a resident of Chi-Town yet, make sure you subscribe. And as always, sincerely, thank you for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace!
Dunking and hitting jumpers, kept Marvin Rich with him. Leo Rose like, why you dump us? Saturday's deposit, chasing SunTrust. Word to Donald, that no one will ever trump us. About to put that in my bio.